Greetings. Awake at last. I was worried he might have lost too much blood. Doesn't seem to be the case, though the fortuitousness of such is yet to be seen. No, most definitely not fine. Safe? Yes. But if you mean healthy, no. And you won't be for at least a few weeks. That's an awfully prickly attitude you have for someone in your position. I did just save your life, you know. Cheeky, aren't you? But to answer your question, I'd say about 3 or 4 days before you're well enough to walk. You are absolutely acerbic. However, you're not wrong. I have no idea if I've fixed you properly. My healing abilities have always been subpar. My method usually involves arranging all the bits until they're in the position that feels about right. You might say that I like to go with my gut. Come on, have a laugh. You're a lifer now, at least. I have a morbid enough fascination with corpses to know what goes where, more or less. Let's not dwell on that. I'm sure you'll be fine. In any case, how did he end up like this? It doesn't seem like anything was taken from you, so it couldn't have been a robbery, a personal vendetta, or perhaps it was a political move. You look the type, judging from your outfit. I've got the campfire, and you've got the story. Let's hear it. Understandable, though I suspect my answers won't satisfy. Ask away. Not much. I was in the area when I heard a struggle and decided to investigate. Your attackers had already fled by the time I happened upon you. I caught a glimpse of their backs as they headed down the main road toward the sawmill, but the cloaks they were wearing made it difficult to discern any physical details. At the speed they were going, it almost looked like they were chasing someone. No, the only blood I saw was yours. Why? What are you doing? I told you only in a few days. Don't try to get up. Don't do it. Just lay down and take it easy. No, don't. Why would you do that? I can't for the life of me. Everyone who's half dead has places they'd rather be. A lot of the time, it's precisely because they were at those places that they ended up half dead in the first place. Harsh words I can handle. In fact, they're actually a bit of a turn on. But if you're gonna throw all of my hard work back in my face, well, that's just rude. Looks like that's my cue to leave. Here's some bandages and a salve. Redress your wounds twice a day until the medicine is done. By that time, you should be strong enough to make it back to the city. Understood? Lovely. You can keep that bedroll too. Might even be able to sleep on it if you manage to drag yourself back with one hand and your guts trailing along in the other. Oh, and I'll be taking my fire with me. He doesn't appreciate ingrates either. Embers, to me, it's time to go. What? No, I'm not. You told me the same thing not too long ago. I can't believe you're taking their side. You've been cavorting with the other conjurations, haven't you? I've always warned you of those ill-mannered hooligans. We'll continue this discussion later. We're leaving. You? What about you? There should be some sticks around here to rub together or something. Best do that quickly as possible. It's not due to the pleasant breeze that they're named this place Howling Cliffs. Well, the wind here can be bad at times. In any case, it has an ominous name and there are things lurking in the dark. I wish you an enjoyable evening further. Good night, stranger. What was that? Wait, you ask? Why, whatever for? The scent of bloody bandages is the best way to meet new faces out here. Hungry faces who probably won't mind meat spoiled by regret. But I'm sure with your winning personality, you could convince them otherwise. Of course, understand that you're upset you were attacked and left for dead. That's not exactly forgive and forget territory. I'm sure you'd like to find those scoundrels as soon as possible, but you'll need to take it easy for a while, and you'll need someone to help you. We need to work together to get you healthy again. Alright? Okay then. Good. First, you need to get back in bed. Put your arms around my neck and try not to move. I'll support your legs and back with my arms. Okay. I'm going to set you down now. Nice and slow. Legs straight, arms at your side, and head raised. We'll need to replace these bandages soon, but first, take a minute to breathe. I need to prepare a few things anyway. Listen. We got off to a bad start. Not trying to make excuses or anything, but I don't do this very often. I'm sorry if I said anything to offend. That's true. I don't imagine getting gutted was on today's to-do list. Incidentally, you still haven't said how it happened. Care to sate your savior's curiosity? Bit much. How about the person who saved you from an existence without your favorite food? Mind you, wherever we go after we die might be a land filled with only as far as I can see. In which case, I'd be the person who forced you into a long, uncomfortable recovery and a revenge arc. But I digress. Please go ahead. So, you're a witness. I see. Wait, your clothes are far too fancy for you to have been able to just stroll out of your house without entourage, let alone out of the city. Why was there no one with you? Your conduct and manner of speaking betray you. There is no way that's a disguise. Although I'm sure you regret not wearing one now. What caused you to leave in such a rush? Fair enough. We are still strangers to each other after all. Let's stay focused on the incident, then. What happened after you left the main gate? The crossroads? Yes, we're actually not too far from there. Your condition required immediate attention, so my only option was to set up in these woods along the roadside. A group of bandits were holding up some merchants, and you thought it was a good idea to intervene? Piece of advice. If your only contribution would have been another body for the count, explore alternative strategies. Sorry, that was impolite. It was an admirable thing that you did. A bit very reckless. True, if nothing else, you were a useful distraction. I'll bet those two were very grateful for the opportunity you afforded. I wonder if they made it to the mill before the bandits caught up to them. I'd almost feel sorry for those cutthroats if they decided to continue their pursuit into the throne's place. I've seen him take on 5 men at once. With that axe of his, that man's a giant. Whatever the case, we can investigate it when you're able to walk in. I'll tag along if you don't have any objections. All this talk has me excited to see. Hey! Are you okay? I told you to stay still. Well, since you're already up, can we take off your shirt? I'd have taken it off earlier were not for the cold and your dignity. The replacements are ready. personal space invaded. Pardon the intrusion. You can lie down again. I'm going to cut away these old bandages and clean you up before putting the new ones on. Lift your back just a little. Need to slip these out from under you. Excellent. I hope you don't mind if I feed all these to embers. I can almost hear the monster's stomach growling. Put this over here and a little of this over there. I'll be honest, this is going to leave a nasty mark. Owing in no smart to my shoddy needlework. On the upside, I don't think any amount of scarring would detract from the rest of you. Then there's still this up here. I'll need... here it is. Sure. Talking might actually take your attention away from the pain. What's on your mind? Had the pleasure? No, not yet. Although I'd hesitate to call it that. I was hoping that we might forego formalities and skip introductions. It's a bit of a sore topic, not unlike the situation I have beneath my fingertips at the moment. The village where I live is about a 2-hour walk from the mill. I'm an alchemist and sometimes healer, though only when the elders threaten to banish me otherwise. It's not exactly easy living, but it's peaceful. The people don't trust me, so any potential customers and patients are always anxious. Reputations have a way of following you across names, it would seem. I came here this morning in search of ingredients. It was a little after dusk when I found you, all bloody and helpless. Pity was dispensed, guts were replaced, the moon crept out above us, and it became the safest choice to stay here until sunrise. That's the story so far. 100 words, and you insist on hearing the one I least want to mention. Fine, I'm known as Dai around here. Okay, your turn. Hold on. Now that you're dodging answers, I gave you a name. Isn't the point of this whole exercise to build rapport? Alright. Keep your secrets. Besides, I haven't been exactly forthcoming. So, what will you tell me, bearing in mind that this is the second time I've saved your life today? Who? Those merchants? And they must be quite important if someone of your standing wants to deal with them personally. What exactly do they sell? That's a little suspicious. But how does this tie into your following them and getting stabbed? What? You almost got yourself killed over some trinket that's not even valuable? What were you thinking? Couldn't you have gotten some other gift? I'm sure your friend would have understood. She wouldn't even have known. Or better still, couldn't someone have gone with you? And that didn't strike you as odd? Why would they refuse to sell it unless a deal was done with you alone somewhere outside the city? How much do you know about this thing that they were selling, other than it used to belong to your friend? The more I hear, the more it sounds like this isn't just some ordinary bauble. I'm willing to bet that those weren't your average thieves either. There's little we can do about that tonight though, and there's even less use in worrying about it. Like I was saying, when you're well enough, I can go with you to Tom's place, and we can ask if he saw anything. That'd probably be the best place to start. I was merely curious at first, but I've come to feel somewhat responsible for you in our brief time together. I want to make sure that you get to the end of this whole ordeal safely. If that's okay with you, Not much longer. Just have to put the new dressings on. You're gonna have to sit up for this. Give me your hand. Easy. Try not to tighten your stomach. There we are. Strain your back as much as possible. And lift up your arms at your shoulders, please. Slow, steady breaths. Even pacing. And that's a wrap. Was that a smile at us all? And over some cheap wordplay, no less? Maybe I should sell this medicine as poison. Turn your enemies into allies in one fell swoop. Wait, that doesn't sound quite right. Anyway, you can lie back down now. As before, take it slow and don't tense up. Yes? No reason? None that I can think of, at any rate. That's a bit cynical, isn't it? Okay, practice. Like I said, the townsfolk don't like me very much, so they'd rather see a healer in the next town over me. Oh, so you were the most attractive bloody mess I'd ever seen. Oh, and you're most welcome. You've been, well, you've been certainly someone I won't forget. I mean, of course, I won't since we'll be traveling together, but Flustered? No, exactly. Gratitude is natural. Not something to be taken aback by at all, except when it comes from you. Not that I think you're ungrateful. I don't even know you. What are you laughing at? You only wanted to see me squirm. Cheeky rascal. I think we'll make firm friends, you and me. It's been dark forever. Must be late. You should really get some rest. Me and Embers will keep watch. I'll see you in the morning, partner.